Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Random Heathen Ramblings podcast, where we discuss all sorts of things Germanic heathenry related. My name is Jesse, and I am your host. Let's get into it.
RHR Workshop is dedicated to the old ways, offering a wide selection of animist ritual supplies, divination tools, altar goods, and home decor, including premium reindeer hides imported from traditional herders in northern Finland. Whether you're just starting your spiritual journey or looking to expand your collection with a custom drum, we have everything you need. Visit our online store at RHR.com and discover the beauty of mountain spirit.
All right, everyone. Welcome to this month's live broadcast of the Random Heathen Ramblings podcast on Facebook and YouTube. If you're watching, drop a comment down below and say, hey, how are you? I know it's late for most of you on a Monday night if you're an old codger and have to get in bed before the sun goes down. But here we are broadcasting live for probably the last time for at least a very long time. More to come on that. There will be kind of an announcement that I make on YouTube on November 1st. So if you're watching this and you catch this at some point, just stay tuned for that announcement. It'll be dropping at noon Central Time on Saturday, November 1st. But we are streaming live right now, ready to take your questions, comments, thoughts, feedback on whatever. And with me today is going to be my good brother and friend of a very long time now, Patrick Walsh here. What's up, brother, man? Good to see you.
Likewise. Very happy to be here.
Yeah, man. I'm happy to have you. We got Christopher Miller here checking in, says, hope you're doing well. I am doing well, man. It's good to see you. I had a question for you, Chris. Did you ever make it to Shadowmoot this year? And if so, what did you think? I know you had talked about making your way down from Champaign, Illinois, to attend Shadowmoot this year, and I know you had reached out to me and hoped that I was going to be there, and I had prior obligations and I couldn't attend this year, but hoping that next year it will be different and I'll be able to be there next year. So yeah, if you got the chance to go, just be curious to hear about what you thought. But we are streaming live here here on Facebook and YouTube, so wherever it is that you're watching from, drop a comment down below and say hello. So Patrick, how you been, man? What's going on with you on your side of the river?
It's a mixed bag, if you will, but overall, pretty good. Just very happy to be here, part of this podcast, if you will, and being a true avid lover of your channel, your brotherhood and your friendship. I'm just very honored and privileged to be part of this special occasion. And other than that, though, just me, been hiking, painting, spending time with my cats at my local shelter. Just How about you?
Yeah, you've been hitting the trails hard and heavy.
Oh yeah, I'm actually 3 miles away from reaching 400 miles hiked this year.
400 miles from when did you start documenting that?
Officially, I started in February of this year.
Oh wow, okay.
Unofficially, I might have already reached 400 by now, but I downloaded All Trails app, a very helpful app for anyone interested in hiking. By the way, there's a free version I use anytime I go hiking, so
yeah,
don't be turned away by downloading an app that requires anything other than your participation.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a whole thing, man. You get the fun advertisements about what you can do with this application or this service or whatever, and then you get it, and then it's like, oh, and by the way, if you really want to do all these things, you gotta shell over that coin. You gotta lay down them clams.
Yeah, exactly right. I got my clams spent already, so yeah.
Yeah, don't we all?
But how are you, brother?
Man, I just am, really, truthfully. How I am is varies from day to day, but I think overall I am good. I'm in a good, peaceful place in my life. Peace doesn't always mean comfort. I think that's a good way to say. I'm not always comfortable. You know what I mean? I'm not always. If it were up to me personally as an individual, I'm my choice on if you could have your life a certain way, I'd probably make certain choices out of a selection to make it a certain way.
Of course.
But being that I don't have that option, none of us do, to quite that extent. I am at peace and I'm good, and I am. Yeah, I think that pretty well sums it up. You know what I mean?
I'd like to share that sentiment as well, brother. I really do. I'm at peace as well. After everything I've shared personally and on a group level, I'm at peace. I'm very happy to be so.
That's good, man. We got zero with an X, Odinson, just checking in from Facebook. Usually when the comments come in like that, where it's just a name, a lot of times it means I don't know, maybe you sent some stars or something, Zero. So if you did, thank you. But thank you for watching nonetheless. Appreciate the support here. Chris Miller is saying, didn't end up going. to Shadowmoon, I would have to miss a big event for a member of his kindred. Decided it was you were here needed. Sorry, there in Illinois, and that's a lot of what people are facing nowadays, Chris and everybody. We have to know where to uh, balance ourselves at. You know what I mean? And if your obligations and your with with where you are, that's where it called for you to be. Totally understandable. Respect for that. And so thank you for that comment. And yeah, we
Also, hello, my
next year.
neighbor over here in Missouri.
Yeah, Chris has been on the podcast before, and he's got the um, Vegersletta, I think is the name of his kindred up there in mid central Illinois, like central Illinois, I think maybe south central Illinois. Don't quote me on that as far as location goes, but Champaign, Illinois, I think is where their home base is.
I know that is.
So yeah, definitely next year, Chris. And thank you, Zero, for the contribution, for the kindness. Sending a star or whatever of support. That's much appreciated. It's very kind of you. But just watching and being here is plenty. So yeah, guys, we've got Patrick Walsh here. He is in. You're in like the St. Louis area, or you're not
Yes,
too
that's
far.
correct. Yeah, I'm about 30 miles from original St. Louis, like the actual city, if you will.
Yeah. On the good side of St. Louis.
Yes, exactly right. Yeah, you can say that.
There you go. Yeah.
It's all relative.
Right. Yeah. It's all it's looking good from what's the name of your city anyway? What's it called?
St. Peter's.
St. Peter's.
Yeah.
Oh, so you got a lot of saints. It's like a Catholic state. You got a lot of saints.
Yes, without a doubt. Raised Catholic, taken to denial, if you will.
Yeah. I don't know much about St. Peter. He's got a big reputation in the Catholic faith, but I don't know who St. Louis is and what his claim to fame is.
I used to know it back in like grade school,
Northeast.
but it's been so long, so yeah, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, well, they did something enough to be canonized, so there's that.
Obviously, yeah.
Zero is in Northeast Tennessee, so not far from my neck of the woods, just a bit, about probably 4 or so hours north and east of me. And it's looking good from St. Peter's from you, man. It's looking good from Middle Tennessee for me, as what a buddy of mine used to say, or still says, whenever things are going rough for people or whenever things are happening, he says he lives in Gallatin, Tennessee, and he says it's looking good from Gallatin. So it's about perspective, right? It's about where we are, and it's you got to find the best of situations.
Absolutely.
Wherever you are.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, so thank you, Chris. He says, got it in one. Vågersletta, the rolling prairie. That's what it is. Vågersletta is the Old Norse name for the rolling prairie kindred. And they're spread across central Illinois, based in Champaign, but our central V is in Chatham. I hope I said that right. If I didn't, you feel free to publicly bash me for that. If it's Chatham, but it's Chatham. I could be wrong. I remember driving up through Virginia and I hit Wytheville, and I was on it. I put it on a video. I said I'm in Wytheville, Virginia, and I got slaughtered in the comments. Oh, you know where you're not from.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, you're just outside the state capital there in Springfield. Very cool there, Chris. And we've got Voodoo Viking. What's up, John? I already know who you are. On break at work. Have a good night. He's down there in the bayous. Maybe not the bayous, but Louisiana.
Ooh, yeah.
So we got people from all sorts of locations checking in. Pronounced Chatham. Okay, there it is. So it ain't Chatham. I bombed that one. So it's Chatham. Not to be confused with Chatham. Not what was it? No, I'm thinking Channing Tatum. Why did I do that? I don't know. Patrick, why did I do that? What is going on here?
Don't ask me, man.
Come on, man. You're supposed to. You got it figured out over here. I thought you were hosting this episode this week.
Oh, wait a second here.
But yeah, man. Patrick is here. We talked probably like a month or two ago about you coming onto the show to talk about music. the power of music. What it does for us with uh, connection and healing and all kinds of things. Really, I mean, it's such a
Absolutely.
it's such a beautiful thing to when it comes to music. You know what I mean? Like it's the universal. I say a universal language, right? We don't have to understand a language that's spoken in a song to feel connected to that song because of the rhythm and because of the melodies and stuff. So that's what we're gonna kind of lean into as far as a topic, I think, this week, right?
That's correct.
Yeah. So was there what was the impetus behind your desire to want to speak about music and its capacity to help us with connection and healing and all of the various things? Like what was behind your thought to want to talk about this,
Music is,
if you
again,
had one?
yeah, absolutely, I do, without a doubt. Music is very beautiful in the way of, no matter our way of life and how we choose to live our lives and pursue our passions and understand our struggles, music has always been there for all of us from start to finish. And again, me and you specifically here, music has really shaped the way, a lot of the way that we do things. We have artists that we follow. Me specifically with High Long and a few other bands too. Just there's music and then there's music. And I really love that you touched on something I was going to touch on later on, but here we go. Is one of the main reasons I love music is we don't really have to even understand the lyrics, but just hearing and feeling the message, it just hits on so many levels. And going back to my original point, there is just music is without prejudice, without judgment. It's part of our journey and who what we are today. So that's my answer. I can hear you for some reason.
Sorry about that. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah.
That was my
Yeah.
fault. I think I had muted myself. So let me start over.
Well,
With
shoot.
with following up after what you said. That's my fault. My bad. I think I had accidentally hit the mute button to let you speak without interrupting.
You're fine. Yeah.
But yeah, we go through our lives. We discover so many different styles of music. One of the things that you and I recently spoke about was you asked me about like classical music and if I appreciate or if I like certain classical music, right? Um, and that was a fun conversation because I appreciate those.
Hold on, I lost you for a second. I put my earbuds in.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna catch up on a comment here.
Sorry, everybody. I'm trying to get my auto situation figured out here. Jesse,
Go ahead.
try again here. I can't hear
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Go. Test. La 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 la.
I can't hear you.
I can hear you just fine.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Well, I can't hear you, so
Yep. Maybe try something else. I don't know.
Here.
Yeah.
Give me a second. I'm gonna try to figure some things out really quick here.
Yep. Go ahead. So Dina, hello Dina. Music is without prejudice or judgment. Yeah, it is a beautiful.
Just pass some time, and
Yep. Yeah, so this is kind of one of those things with the live, when we have guests, we just work through the technical aspects of things, whether it's auditory or visual or what have you. I'm not an ASL person. I don't do ASL. Maybe I should, because this would probably be really beneficial. If I could be like, hey, I do, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Can you hear me now? Can't hear me? No, nothing. We were doing good there for a minute. We were doing good there, Patrick. We were doing good. We were skating along just fine.
Why my phone? Why now?
I can't hear you. I can hear you, but you can't hear me. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hearing aids, gotta love them. We'll get it working, folks. Just bear with us. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello.
Oh,
How
there
about
we
now?
go. Finally.
Hey, see, that's all. That's all it takes. It
It's
just
just
takes
a
some
little
trial
trial
and
and
error.
error.
It just takes
Guys,
some trial
anyone
and
who's
error.
watching, thank you for sitting with us.
Yeah.
Technology is not my best friend.
You need
Professor
to make
Grant
new
over here,
friends.
Jurassic Park over here. We just don't get along. Just I
All right.
touched it. I touched it. So, anyways,
Okay.
we're back
It's
on
all
track.
right, man.
Yes,
It's all right. We're
thank you.
good now.
Appreciate that.
We're
All right,
good.
cool.
But yeah. So anyway, classical music. You remember that conversation we had?
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
where it was like, we yeah, hey, do you like classical music? And then I'm like, hey, I'll tell you something even more than that. Like every now and then, I like opera. Don't know the first thing that they're saying, but like the energy, the theater of opera, and it goes same thing kind of thing goes with classical music. Obviously there's no words to a lot of the compositions of classical music. It's all melody, but you're following like an emotional story in a way,
A
I feel.
theme. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, it's not always about. I don't know if you saw it before. I'll just put up here real quick. Dina, who I just recently interviewed, said that like to what your point was, Patrick. Music is without prejudice or judgment. A very beautiful statement. And Dina's great. Yeah, no worries at all. Yeah, she's a great guest to have on the show too. Wonderful, wonderful insight to things. Real quick, we'll just acknowledge here we have Mary Myers, who is talking
Oh,
about Hylung. So, Patrick, do you know Mary or do you know of Mary? It sounds like you
yes,
do.
she's part of my group. She's a
Great.
really
So,
invaluable member. She's really
oh,
sweet. Thanks for joining,
fantastic.
Mary.
Yeah, thank you for being here, Mary. And you must have been catching this from the group because we shared the link to that from here. So she says that, to your point, Hylung taps lyrics from ancient sources that may or may not resonate, but the way they present it, the way Maria sings it, makes a battle song sound like a love song. Those lyrics in a language I don't understand leaves a lot to my imagination, and I have a rich imagination. Wow.
Thank you
Mm-mm-mm.
for sharing that. That's just very
That
beautiful.
is beautiful. Yeah, and that's such a great way to look at music. You know what I mean? Like what one person's battle song could be. Something that they take with them to fight or to face conflict. For that person might be to another person the melody of their love and their softness and their comfort. You know what I mean? Like it's amazing how music touches us. So, like Patrick, do you have anything that you would like to add to that with regards to certain songs that maybe seem like they should be a battle cry, but they turn out for you to be more like a love ballad or something that touches your heart in a different way?
I can't name any song specifically from this artist, but it's Opeth.
Ooh,
A lot of the songs sound very, you know what I'm talking about, but they're very heavy, and it sounds aggressive as all get out. But more often than not, it's, you know, not necessarily love, but heartbreak or of that nature. But again, it sounds very heavy, very, thrashy, very angry, but also at the same time very compassionate, very soothing.
yeah, yeah. I think Opeth is like one of those examples of the spectrum that heavy music can take because it's very melodic. It's very almost like a lullaby in some aspects. I mean,
Sometimes, yes.
Blackwater Park is like it's all over the place. You get those real like heavy, just
Oh,
deep
don't get
country
me started.
riffs. You know what I mean? And then you
Black
get
Butter Park, yeah.
you get Mikhail's voice where he's just like singing you to sleep. Another band that does that for me similarly, like what you're talking about, Opeth, is My Dying Bride. I don't know
Not
if you're
heard of
familiar
them.
with My Dying Bride.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
But please do tell.
Aaron Stainthorpe, I think was his name. He recently parted ways with the band after 30 some odd years. Um, but I remember being on the road, working on the road, and um, having to catch sleep when and where I could in a sleeper bunk. You know what I mean? I was on the road and I didn't have a bed to sleep in. I had a sleeping bunk in a van full of inmates. And, one of the things that helped put me to sleep was I put my earbuds in and I'd play My Dying Bride. It's I guess the genre of music would be classified as like funeral doom. So it's very melancholy. It's got a very slow tempo. Some people might say that it's very depressing, but to me, it was soothing because he had a very, um, like his voice was very, uh, it was
Soothing.
soothing, but in a very
Yeah,
dark way. You know what I mean?
exactly. And that actually
So,
touched on another artist we're going to mention here in the near future, but Typo Negative, for example. I mean,
oh my gosh, Peter
I know
Steele,
I was going to save that for later, but just by the
dude.
way, with that said, rest in peace, Peter.
Yep,
Any fans
his.
watching this podcast, again, if you know Typo Negative, you know what I mean. Drop some kind of emoji, like a hearts emoji or something, Peter Seeley, we love you. And, Typo Negative is very moody, very broody, just very heavy, atmospheric too, and just with no filter, you know.
For sure, for sure. We'll get to that in a second. Let me get
Of
Voices
course.
from the Grove says, good evening. May the gods and ancestors be with you all. Thank you. Voices from the Grove, watching from YouTube. But yeah, man, Peter Steele's voice is kind of one of those, you can't
Haunting.
replicate that. You know what I mean? Like
Haunting, yeah,
I've found a
it's
few bands that have like done tributes to Peter and to Typo, but it's like I don't want to hear another Peter. Like I want to hear your take
we
on those
can't.
songs. I want to hear your version because Peter's
No.
voice is like it's timeless. It's iconic.
Iconic. Yeah,
Thank you.
just saying. I couldn't agree more though. Like I really love and respect what we just said though too, because like a lot of like forgive me for getting off topic briefly here, but like
Now let's go.
movies that we love and appreciate. We just need the original movie. We don't need a sequel. We don't need anything continuing further from that. It's just beautiful as it is. And Peter though, like it's funny too, because one of my best friends, Jamie, was actually part of a cover band for Typo Negative. I've heard their
Oh yeah.
music and I love it. I love the appreciation and dedication they make from his work. Now, would I listen to it every day like Typo Negative? No. But I appreciate the gesture and, again, the dedication to honor something so special,
Definitely. What was Jamie's part in that cover band or tribute band? What an instrument, singing?
I know it's either one or two things, piano or guitar.
Ooh, okay,
Probably piano, because she's an excellent pianist. Like, don't get me started.
awesome.
She's
My
very
mother,
more musically inclined than I am. I will say that on the off chance you watch this, or I'll share it there afterwards. But
yeah.
continue,
Well, I
please. I'm
mean,
sorry.
she's your friend from how long? You know what I mean? Like 20
Since
years.
middle school. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm like, I'm putting you on the spot. Like, what did she do? She's gonna
No,
see
it's
this.
just when she shared that side group or group that she was, partaking of, it was a long time ago. That's like easily over 10 years ago. So
Sure, sure, sure.
naturally can't,
Yeah.
provide the exact answer just yet. But
Nah, I'm
I'll have
just
to
playing
ask her
with
though.
you.
No, you're
Yeah,
fine. You're fine. Yeah.
that's cool.
She's
That's cool, man. My mom was she studied piano too. She had my sister still to has the piano that my mom played, and I can remember there are two songs we talked briefly before about classical music, right, and how it speaks to us. My mom was a classical uh, pianist, so she didn't play like modern music.
like typical kind of songs.
She learned music and she learned to read music and the music that she played were classics or classical music. So I remember two songs that still to this day when I hear them make me think of her. It's Moonlight Sonata
Oh,
by Beethoven. I think I think Beethoven wrote Moonlight
yes, that's
Sonata,
right. Beethoven, without a doubt.
and
Yeah.
and also Fur-Elise, Beethoven's Fur-Elise. But that Moonlight Sonata, talk about haunting. Talk
And
about
iconic as well. I
oh,
mean,
I mean it's one of those pieces that just stands the test of time, and it makes me think of her. And that's one of those things about what music draws up in us when we hear a song. It's not so much like what we felt in the moment; it's where we were, who we were with, when we heard it. It puts us back into a place in time, like we're transported in a way. Um, and I
and
just want to
also,
catch real. Yeah, go
sorry,
ahead.
go ahead. No, you're.
No,
I
no,
was
that's
gonna say
fine.
also how it could be applied too, because no matter how beautiful and heavy a lot of the classical songs and works are done, they could be applied in very funny situations. Like very tragic. Oh no, I dipped my Oreo in the cup and the Oreo just sunk into the milk. Just like, oh no. But it could be applied in very different ways, and
Yeah.
the song is still there. But it's really cool how you can do something like that. But anyways, sorry, continue further.
No, that's great. See, I'm going to come back to that in a minute. Because Mary also posted here. She says that Norupo, obviously, this is a Hailung song, which is it's for those of you that don't know, Norupo is Hailung's rune poem. They're singing the Norwegian rune poem. So Norupo is an example. Continue to try and learn the lyrics in Norwegian, but in the meantime, I wrote my own lyrics to the tune. Mary did that call the quarters and honor the direction and elements, and I take out the antlers and reach for the sky. You know what? I think that Maria or Kai or Chris or any of the folks from Hailung that would hear that, Jacob, Maria, any of them, I feel like that would really touch their hearts to see you connecting with the song in a way that speaks to you, Mary.
Absolutely, without doubt, without
Yeah.
doubt, Mary. And again, that's why she's part of my group, and I'm sure other groups too. But again, going back to Mary, she's very important and fundamental. Again, thanks for joining the podcast. Sorry, just wanted a good little shout out, if you will. But
Yes,
that's very beautiful.
yes.
Thank you for sharing
All the
that.
shouts out. Thank you. Real quick, a couple other comments that are coming through here. So, Voices from the Grove. Just wanted to stop in before heading off to bed. Jesse and Patrick, take care of yourselves. You're two awesome people that I truly admire. Well, thank you so much. That's a beautiful acknowledgement, and we appreciate you.
Thank you.
We appreciate you for being here. Thank you.
Thanks for stopping by. And again, like I say in my post, have a great night and better tomorrow.
For sure. And there's our brother, Mr. John Deason. Mr. Do the Damn Work Deason. Music will find you where you are, is what John says. Music will find you where you are, even if where you are is. Hold on, let me. I'm gonna get this. John says that music will find you where you are, even if where you are is at the crusty end of a soggy Oreo, who sunk into your cup of milk.
Oreos. We're not gonna go here, but you know what I mean.
You
HBO,
brought it up,
just
dude.
say that. I know, but it's subconscious, I guess. Everyone's gonna be so confused besides John. It's like, what is he talking about? Oreos? What? Why is this so funny? Like, it had to be there, kind of thing.
Yeah, you'd have to be there. Yeah, you'd have to be there. You'd have to be, like he said, like you'd have to be, you have to be found where you were in that, and that's just where we were at the time. Because man, dude, I think about that, and I'm like, what's your song of an Oreo sunk in a cup of milk? Like, what does that soundtrack look like?
Dies Ere, if I pronounce that correctly, the day of wrath or day of judgment. I can't sing to save my life, but I could play a song in the background. But Dies Ere. D-E.
By who? Is that the performer? Is that like?
I'm not gonna play the sound here, but I'll look it up really quick on YouTube since I have my PS4 up.
John knows the business. John's on point, man. John's standing on business. He just commented HBO. He knows the business.
Yeah, I know he does. I know he does. Damn it. All right, so I'm gonna spell the name of the song. DIES space IRAE.
Okay. That could be Ray, could be Rye, depending on who, whatever.
Hold on 1 second. Forgive me.
Yeah, while you're doing that, I was going to acknowledge we got a comment from J. Roth Chicago.
I hope that rings a bell.
It's either Verdi or Mozart, Christopher Miller says.
Mozart. That's correct. Yes, that's Mozart.
Mozart.
Thank
Yep,
you for.
Yep.
Thank you. Yeah, I played
Very
it
good.
briefly, but yeah, it's. I'm trying to remember the name. It's Day of Wrath or Day of Judgment. One of the two. I know that much.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
Ray is probably Judgment, right? Judgment.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
But thank you,
yeah.
Let's see. We got who is this? J. Roth Chicago, JR of Chicago. We'll see. We'll do that way. JR of Chicago says respect and honor to you both. Thank you, JR.
Thank you, Jar.
We got another brother from another mother checking in. Adam Cage, the Standing Moose, is in the house.
Oh,
what's up, man?
Let's go.
Rocking and rolling. Yeah, Mozart. John knows too. See? Yeah.
No surprise.
See, all these heathens, people out here that talk about heathens being uncultured and this and that. Listen, we got some people out here that really know a thing or two.
Please.
Chris is like, yep, that's the Mozart one. Absolutely.
I do on a good day, but clearly not today. But again, the fact that you guys recognize that, again, like just said, we're cultured.
Come on. We don't, sometimes our shirts are collared. You know what I mean? We have, we clean up nice. You know what I mean? We clean up nice.
We do all right.
But, yeah, dude, you talked about a few musical projects. You talked about, of course, Hylung. You talked about Opeth. You talked about Typo. What's another like really influential band or musical project that of any sort that really hits you in a certain way, and in what way does it hit you?
I'm really happy that you brought me to this point because I have YouTube pulled up on my screen here, but Gojira.
Yeah.
I mean, here's what I love most about the band, or one of the things I love most about them is a lot of people hear them. It sounds heavy, it sounds aggressive, it sounds evil, but no. So one of my best friends introduced me to this band. And fun fact, too, when I first heard them, I wasn't crazy about it. I'm like,
really?
Whatever. Yeah, I know. Believe it or not. But after a while, one day I looked up their lyrics to one of their songs. I'm like...
Do you remember what song it was that you first heard that you weren't too impressed with?
Yes, and it's strangely enough one of the songs I love most, and I'm not going to play it live here with respect. But yeah, it was Gojira, Flying Whales.
That's what I was about to say. It was probably Flying Whales, because that's like one of they're
correct.
Like, it's almost like Metallica's the Black Album. Like anything on the Black Album, like most people that get maybe not most, but a lot of people that get introduced to Metallica, it's like Enter Sandman or whatever, you know what I mean? So it's like Gojira's Enter Sandman is Flying Whales.
It's like a one-hit wonder, if you will, but it's not one hit. It's like several hits.
Yeah.
But yeah, going back to Gojira, though, is, again, like this year and last year especially, like, I got to see them live 2 times. First time, without knowing, I was going to Knotfest with my best friend Jamie. And during that show, I got to see Behemoth live my first time. That was a bookmark and a bucket list for the longest time. I don't know if I even told you that, but I got to see Behemoth play. I was beside myself, like, oh, hell yes. And it's that without provocation, without any mentioning, It is very much evil, again, loosely said, but it is satanic. It is what it
Oh yeah, I
is.
mean,
But
come on,
I
like we're
love
not
it. I
they're
love it
not
through and
trying to
through. Like
pretend to be anything else.
rotting. I said the rest of the band. I don't want to get flagged here, but you know what I mean. The
You're not.
rotting Christ. Yeah, I mean that band. Oh. Anyways, I gotta stop myself. Like going back to Gojira. So back to that memory, I got to see Behemoth, Gojira, Volbeat. I never will
I've
care
seen
for them.
Volbeat. I've seen Volbeat. I got a fun story to
Yeah,
talk about Volbeat when time
please do
comes.
later.
But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
And then Volbeat, and then of course, Slipknot. I mean,
hey man, that's
anytime I hear Slipknot, I'm gonna start thrashing out. Like,
the Heretic Anthem. You know what I
oh,
mean?
stop it, stop
Like that's the
it.
soundtrack to our youth, baby. You know what I mean?
That's exactly fucking right. That's exactly what I was going to. Like Slipknot goes back to my middle school and high school days, like my point of origins with music. Like really getting to the chapter that I am today and
Yeah.
going further from that. Like Slipknot, again, say what you will. I love their earlier albums through and through. I'm sure many of us do as well. But anyways, I'm getting off the beaten path here. Gojira. Let me get back to the point of origins here with that. Gojira, again, there's a lot of songs that they have made, and again, they sound heavy, they sound thrashy, but when you really look up their lyrics, it's simply amazing. Like you have songs like The Cell, you have songs like Mia Culpa. They actually got to play part of the Olympics last year.
Oh
They
my god,
opened up.
dude,
They
that
opened up with that.
performance.
Oh, thank you. You saw it. Yeah, it just the fact that
Who
happened.
hasn't seen it?
I'm,
Like you're
I'm
not
an unlucky
somebody.
person. I'm an unlucky person. Yeah, very unlucky. But
Yeah,
just
if you haven't seen that performance at the Olympics where they played it in Paris
out
at
fucking
the at,
standing. I
at the
mean,
like
now there were some shows leading up
unreal.
to it and afterwards, but that part, without a doubt, again,
Yeah.
like music often does, comes to us at a very important time in our lives. Again, more on that later. But just again, that right there, just the fact that not only Gojira was recognized as such a special occasion, but just that genre of music becoming
Yes.
normal is very, very amazing and badass for a
Yeah.
lot of us metalheads like this. Again,
Right. Yeah, like that representation of the kind of extreme side of music. You know what I mean?
and that realization too, it's not all bad. They have really great messages. It sounds heavy for a reason, because life is fucking heavy. Life is aggressive. Life
Yeah,
is, crazy and it's all hell. But this, again,
for sure. Adam
and
says that
thank you for
Bob
that question.
Seger, Bob Seger, I swear if his songs were newer, he would have followed me around. Bob Seger is one of them ones, man, that, it's a lot of it's generational too, music. Certain songs of certain generations really hit. Because, like, I grew up in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, and my dad was listening to music from his generation, the 60s and the 70s and into the 80s. So I grew up with Seeger and Hendrix and
Oh
the
yeah,
38
Hendrix.
Special and
Three Doors, or the Doors,
Nerv
sorry, not Three Doors, yeah.
no, what is it called? 38 Special and, like, Sabbath and Steve Miller Band,
Santana?
Marshall Tucker, you know what I mean? All that kind of stuff. Like that was like Americana kind of stuff. Like it was like American
Yeah,
rock
yeah.
and roll. You know what I mean? Um, so I'm just catching up on some comments real quick.
You're fine. I'm actually gonna hop off screen for a couple seconds, if you will, but I'll be back.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna catch up
Yeah.
here. So we got Zyptoteka. How goes it? It goes all right, Zyptoteka. If I'm saying that right over there on YouTube. Thanks for catching the live stream and watching. And then Adam Cage's first concert was Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon in '92. Dude,
Oh,
I would have
fucking
loved to have
hell.
seen Pink
God
Floyd
damn
back
it.
then. I
I'm
mean, I really
jealous.
would have.
I'm not fucking here for that.
Under the
Jealous.
right circumstances, because I feel like Pink Floyd is like, it's almost like Tool. Like Pink Floyd's an experience.
Exactly right. Without a doubt.
You know what I mean? Like you gotta experience the live performance, and not just
I'm so jealous.
watch it. But But yeah, John Deason says we are a classy bunch. I mean, we are. We're
Damn right we are. Absolutely.
we're okay to get dirty when the time comes, but we're not just some ignorant bitches out here. You know, we got it going on. I think one of the most, like you were talking earlier about you know Behemoth and stuff, like one of the most brutal shows I was that I got to see was what are they called? Uh, not Behemoth.
Dimmu Borgir.
Wasn't Dimmu Borgir.
Okay, I was gonna lose my shit, but yeah.
But it was another black metal. Fuck, why can't I remember?
Give me a second. Okay.
It was a black
So
metal
it's not
band.
that black metal band.
It wasn't Gorgoroth. It
No,
wasn't Gorgoroth. It wasn't.
Cradle of Filth?
No.
Damn. I had to shooting blind here. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Why am I? It starts with a B.
B.
Belphegor. Nope.
Got that
No,
wrong.
fuck no. Mark Vickers, you can rotten. Yes. No, Belphegor. Belphegor was the band that I saw. Never heard of him? What?
Oh boy.
Catch
you later on.
Where my black metal people in the comments? Belphegor. What do you know about that? Yeah, they had the bloody sheep's head out there on the stage, on dude's mic. Yeah, man, it was, and it was in this little dive bar venue in North Carolina where I saw him. Yep. Matter of fact,
sounds familiar.
The venue,
I don't know why.
so funny story, right? The venue that I saw Belphegor at was one of the supporting acts that played that show. Was a band called Bastherian, and it was a man, it was a guy, it was him and his wife were in the band with some other people. One of those people was a mutual friend at the time, a mutual friend of Zeb, who Patrick, you and I both know.
Of course.
And that is kind of how, when I saw Bastherian, we invited them out here to Middle Tennessee to play a Halloween show one year. Vanessa and I did. So we hosted them. We had them stay here at the house. It was like 5 people, so we had the futon out, we had the spare bedroom and this and that. We had like, 5 band members staying with us because they came out from North Carolina to play a one-night show. And one of the members we stayed in touch with, and then that person ended up in a project with Zeb at the time, and then we were out in North Carolina one time and we interviewed that band project, and that's how I met Zeb. And then from there,
really?
I knew that, so from there, Zeb and I stayed in touch, and I introduced him to JM. So that's why they became friends.
My mind's being blown.
Yeah, dude. Music is what connected us. Music is what kind of started that connection.
I want to touch on
Pantera.
that.
Adam says Pantera. Dude, yes. I mean, listen, I didn't get to see Pantera with Dime, and a lot of the diehards are going to say that there is no Pantera without Dime or Vin, and I respect that opinion. I saw Pantera with Phil and Rex. I've seen Rex perform live once before in his own thing. Not funny story, but Rex Brown was in a band with Johnny Kelly, who played drums in Typo Negative. So I've met Johnny Kelly in person. I've interviewed him. I've talked to him. I met Rex Brown in person one night in Nashville. But so obviously, Pantera is just now it's Phil and Rex. They got Zach, they got Charlie on drums, and but I did get to see that version or that iteration of Pantera a year or two ago. So yeah, Johnny Kelly, dude. I when I interviewed Johnny years ago, he had like memories about Pete. We were talking about Typo before. And it was like some of the funniest shit. Like he was talking about like how Pete would like order Chinese food, or something. I forget what the story of it was, but it was such a like kind of dumb thing. But I was like, "What's your favorite memory of Pete?" You know, and he's like, "Man, this one time, you know, we were all in Brooklyn and we were doing this thing, and Pete was, you know, he was drunk or he was high or whatever the situation was." And he was, it was like, you know, middle of the night and ordering Chinese food, and he got pissed off about what was ordered or something. It was
I can
it's a
kind of
funny
see that
story.
too. The
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
is this? The
What is this?
OMPFB. You know? If you know, you
Yeah,
know. And
but yeah,
really, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
no, man, go for it. I've
No,
been
I was
just
just saying,
rambling
I'm
about
really happy
my
we're
memories of
talking
it.
about music right now and hearing the story about you meeting Zeb and then Zeb meeting Josh, like just it all comes full circle, and having
Yeah,
some of our brothers here part of this chat, you know, it's very very special, very special.
absolutely. Like Adam says, y'all miss Rowan with Zeb at Nashville Pagan Pride Day. You know, I was vending that. So like Zeb, he performed at Nashville Pagan Pride this year, and I remember seeing the videos of like Adam was out there with a few other folks out there on the lawn, uh, rowing. You know, like rowing a boat out there.
I saw pictures of that. That's pretty
You saw
badass.
it? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
I did.
yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
yeah, he's just such good people, man. Like just to have him come out here and share his music first of all with a community that may not have otherwise been exposed to that, because you know he's local to a certain area, so unless you like stream his music, you're not going to know about him. But for those of you that are listening or watching this live stream, when who I'm talking about, it's Skogermore. And I'll try to go back into the comments, or sorry, the description area of the video later, and throw a link down there for you
And
on where you can
also
find his
on that
music.
note, he also provides great music, but also beer care.
Yep.
He provides beer oil and gel, if you will. And I actually applied some of his work for this stream by happenstance. Oh, I was gonna jump off camera here and grab it, but you did me the favor of grabbing it. So yeah.
This one was a this
Which one
one
was that?
was
Is
an
that the
exclusive.
cinnamon one?
Yep, because yeah, this
Does
was
that
the
not
one
smell
that he
like
had.
Big Red?
Yep, yep.
Right? I'm like, anytime I put in my beard, I'm like, ooh,
Oranges,
fiery.
oranges and cinnamon. This was an exclusive, limited edition scent
An LTO, yeah, yeah.
that he so he I think he premiered this, or he shared this at TVE this year, the Viking Experience in
Okay.
Oxford, North Carolina. And I'm a sucker for like cinnamon and citrus. You know what I'm saying?
I hear it, but I'll tell you what, his
And
original scent,
pine.
the pine. Ah, I was just about to say it. The pine scent.
Yes,
You know
sir.
me. You
Yes,
know, you
sir.
guys know me. I'm a sucker for pine, evergreens. I mean, just that smell alone, intoxicating in all
Cedars.
the best sense.
Yes. Yeah.
Like I shared with you before, my special place I go hiking and walking, the Pine Trail, walking through there
Yeah.
any season. It's just, anyways, off the point, but yeah.
No, yeah, dude. Well, talking about that, you know, you've you spent some really special time out there in those pine trails. You've assembled some really cool primitive lean-to structures in that space. Are we talking about the same
Yes, we
area?
are. We are indeed. Yes, we are. Not only that, but I also did a couple cover videos or drumming videos covering a few artists that I love and appreciate. Turga Lupi, for example.
Yeah, yeah, and that's kind of what I was going to bring to the front of the conversation, is that
Of course.
with space, you know what I mean, and holding space, or being in an environment, and how certain songs or certain music helps us connect with an environment, you know.
Absolutely, without a doubt.
And
What's most important too for me to remember, and looking back on our artists, mainly going to the Norse music here, like a Turkoglupi and Hylung and Fumine and Magnor. I have to throw other names into the ring here, but a Turkoglupi especially and Hylung is they take time. So much sacrifices and energy to very magnificent places. Like when we see these videos, it's like, oh, we're reacting like they live 5 minutes away from there. No, not at all. And Midland too. I would have kicked myself in the ass
Yeah.
if I didn't mention it tonight. Like, just saying, you know what I mean, though? Like,
Oh yeah.
their journeys. Again, when I make these videos, whether it be Nitland, Hylong, a Turkoglupi, and so on and so forth, I endeavor to somewhat honor what they go through to make their music possible. Like covering a Turkoglupi, for example. Like this, I embodied their spirit. Like, wow, I'm taking this time, and not to their extent by any means, but just like really, like practicing their songs at home. Like I share with you a little, excerpts and test runs, if you will. Like, how's this sound? Does this sound all right? Does it sound good? And then mastering that song to a point and going to a special place. Again, not my backyard. I've done it before, but not my backyard, but somewhere special. And that really raises not only the energy, but again, the journey and what it takes to make that possible.
Right.
This is truly magnificent.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I think a lot of what music does for us is it like I think I mentioned before, like it transports us, right? Whether it's to a place in time, right, because of a memory, our parents listened to it, we were introduced to it as kids, or it's from our childhood or this or that. But so much of like what you're talking about with some of these um, musicians and performers and artists who take the time to not just give us an auditory experience, but they give us a visual experience. Let's go to this forest. Let's go to this mountain. Let's go to this field. Mirasetti is another one who does and has done things like this before. You know what I mean? The landscape paints a picture for our visual senses to be transported to that place through spirit or through the activity of the music. But that like I can picture myself being there. You know what I mean? While not physically being there, right? And then how you honor that, like Mary was talking about before, how she takes Noripo, and while she may not understand the language or whatever, that it's a rune song, it's she transforms it into something of her own meaning, and makes it meaningful, and that is that universal language again coming through to nurture and to heal and to guide and all of these things.
And if I can,
Yeah.
me and you have shared a very awesome encounters and relationship to an extent, or appreciation, if you will, of Mirasetti. Like with all of Hylung's work, all the side projects, like I mentioned in my group and on my page too, her work stands out. Enjoying, admiring, maybe ending your interview with her, and then another interview I shared with you and you watched before I even shared it with you. But again, her work, it's simply outstanding. I can't explain it in the ways I want to, but I feel like the right people know what I'm saying here, like you. And I'm sure all of our brothers too, but just like it hits differently, and like her appreciation is outside of Hylung, but also with it.
Well, yeah, because it's so deeply rooted in her culture and in her ancestral roots, and then that's what her artistry is, founded in. The expression of her art is rooted in connecting with her ancestors. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Whether it be the land, or the musical styles. Like I've recently come across a musician, oddly enough, who's been around for decades, and I've just recently discovered them. I don't think they perform live, but they have music out there. And I'm not an Old English student of the language. I don't know all the right pronunciations, but if I'm saying this correctly, it's Aelfric or Elfrich. I don't know because it's Aelfric. So I don't remember if the C at the end of the letter or end of the word gives the ch phenom, or if it is the C like k sound. But it's Aelfrich or Aelfric. Germanic folk music that is aimed at preserving the traditional meter and pattern of old Germanic folk music. So it's not really meant to be like, you're not going to be like vibing to it going down the street or whatever, driving down the road or jamming in the woods. But it speaks to an ancestral part of ourselves, that whole connection to our ancestry, to our roots, and that's what Mira has really done too, is shared that aspect of
I lost
her.
my audio, by the way.
Uh-oh, can you hear me? Can you hear me again? You're just moving around on the. I can hear you. You're good. I can hear you. I can hear you. So, can can you hear me? Test test. Test test. Test test. La 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 la. La 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 la.
If you guys can hear me, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was trying to.
We can hear you.
Can you hear me? Cool. I was
Yes,
trying
we can hear
to
you.
change my hearing aid from my AirPods. It didn't work out. So, yeah, it's very frustrating that I can't hear you at this moment. But I'm hoping the audio returns sometime soon.
Yeah, try it. I don't know how to say it, but like,
I'm sorry for the inconvenience.
try it. We can hear you. I can hear you.
This should be a drinking game at this point.
I know.
Oh my god!
Stop messing
What's
with a
that
good
game
thing,
you
Patrick.
play when you like trying to reenact the scene in a movie? Like this, son of a bitch. Give me a few more seconds. I swear to lose my shit.
We're gonna do this the old school way. I
should have done it. I'm like, oh well, let's try to charge my hearing aid. Yeah, here we go. Try once more.
I don't know if it'll run there, but I can hear you. Test, 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 test. I can hear you.
I can't see that. You have to draw a little closer here. You can hear. Cool. Well, I can't hear you, but it's kind of challenging. Let me shoot some ladders. I wish we could pause this, but
We're live,
we
people.
are.
We're live. Hold on, watch this.
Why can't I just put it on audio without my hearing aid or my earbuds? Oh, bless your heart, Jesse. Oh, this guy over here, guys. I'm sorry again. My technology is pretty shit for the least.
One. Stay on one type
settings here
of what do you call it? One type of audio device. We're gonna try that. Maybe this will work. I don't know. Like, let me see.
Stay on one type of audio device. Yeah, I've done that. I have no audio on at all right now. I just have my phone. Maximum volume here.
This is fun.
I disconnected my earbuds.
Okay.
Batteries are separated. My AirPods.
What do you have? What do you have in? What do you have in? Do you? I don't know. Like, what's in here? We're gonna get through this, people. This is the kind of shit that I'm talking about. It's so much fun. It's so much fun.
Can I possibly join afterwards?
Yeah, whatever you gotta do.
Phone.
Yeah, Yeah, leave and come back. Yeah, do what you got to do. Because I'm over here doing what I gotta do. Bless his heart, dude.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
Oh, he's saying, oh. Listen, when this thing comes out on the audio platforms, 7 people are watching. This is crazy. When this comes out on the audio platforms later this week, they're gonna be like, "What in the hell's going on?" But this is the fun. This is I don't know. It's part of the fun, guys and gals. What a way to wrap up the last live experience. Let's see here. What can I do? Let's see. Check your
Office
audio settings. Check your audio settings because obviously something's changed.
I
Check your
just
audio
did that.
settings.
I just checked my audio settings. I'm
Yeah, if
making
I
this
can hear
really shitty podcast, and I'm sorry in advance.
no. Listen. You're gonna people are gonna hear this later, and it's gonna be this ain't his fault. It's just it is what it is. We got to work through it. Ain't nobody making this. When he comes back, we're gonna make this a. We're gonna be clear about it. Let's see here. What else can we try? What's up, Chris? Every time a song is sung, its energy is rekindled and fed. I have used Warjuna's melody from Voluspa to breathe life into other stanzas, and we try to work drumming and singing into all of our rituals. That's really cool, Chris. We're going to talk about it. Thank you for sharing that.
Oh, wait a minute.
Patrick,
Wait a
Patrick,
minute. Wait a minute. I think I
Patrick,
got it.
Patrick.
Hold
Da
on.
da 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 da.
Hold on.
Hello,
I think
hello,
I got it. Give me a second. I might figure it out here.
Yes, do it. Do it, Patrick. Do it. Do it. Search your feelings. You know them to be true.
All right. I think I
Search
got
your
it figured
feelings.
out, maybe, possibly.
Search your feelings, young
I checked the audio
Skywalker.
settings, and I set it up to my AirPods.
Yes, AirPods
and
are good.
I still can't hear you.
Resync your AirPods. Resync your AirPods, young Skywalker. Search your AirPods.
Because I got connected again.
Resync your AirPods, young Skywalker. Resync your AirPods. Resync your AirPods. Here, you want me to do it there again? Let's see. Okay. Yes. This is so cool.
I did so. I did a couple times. I turned them off and turned them on. No luck.
This is what you get for being an iPhone user.
Loki, you son of a fucking bitch. God damn it. Come on.
It ain't Loki, man.
Just say, you know what I mean, guys? I'm really sorry. I'm making this really shitty podcast.
My God.
Sorry. This is ridiculous.
Oh, this is going to be awesome.
I was trying to change my hearing devices so I could charge my AirPods for later on this evening, and it just
hell with later on.
Shit. So
hell with later on, dude.
I'm gonna check the settings here really quick here. Again.
Good night, Mary. All the best. You've got this. Yeah, we got this. We're just gonna keep playing around.
Okay, settings.
You know what else are you gonna do? You just keep playing around. What is it? We've been going for a little over an
audio.
Hour. Thank you, Mary, for being here. By the way, appreciate you and your support. Have a great night.
Huh, weird.
And be like, stop playing with things that don't need to be played with.
God, fucking hell, son of a bitch.
Whatever it works.
Can you hear
whatever
me?
Works. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, we
Can you
can
hear
hear
me?
you just fine.
You can hear me, but I still can't hear you. Of course. Why not?
Yeah, we can hear you just fine.
I'm trying my best right now to figure out this audio situation. It's just not working to my favor at all. Not by any stretch of the imagination here. No, don't mute it. Oh, wait. Wait. I hear
Okay.
you. I hear you.
Oh my
I hear
gosh.
you. Fucking hell.
Can you
God
hear me?
damn. Fucking
Can you hear me?
yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I
Well, just
hear
to make
you.
sure you can here.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
Listen, stop worrying about what's happening later. You're in the moment now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Be
Thank you.
fucking present, bro. Come on now.
I'm here.
Play
I'm here.
ball.
Yep. Ain't
God,
that such an appropriate
dude,
message? I'm
this was
sorry.
so
I'm
much.
sorry.
No. Don't be sorry because you know why? This is gonna make for some epic B-roll footage. We're
Oh
live,
my god.
but it's gonna be so fucking
Yeah. Oh my god. You guys, yeah. Enjoy. Ah,
Oh my god. All right, let's see now. Who we got? What we got? We got
needs some
somebody
nicotine right
just
now. Yeah, I'm sorry.
bombing in
Just
the. We got. Let's see here. We got Wesley Curry says "Wow" on YouTube. Wow,
yeah.
what? Cosplay? Oh, cool. All right. I am the Vision from Jesus. A foot co. Oh, cool. Oh, so you want to be part of the B-roll footage too? You maniac.
Good God.
Watch this. Let's do this. So let's play a little game. I am from the vision. I saw the vision from Jesus. A foot cut off in the valley means one will do. Who brings these cucamongas into this chat? Jesus told you to tell that vision. Did you? What?
No,
What
sorry.
is this?
I
Look at it!
declare
Look at it! Look at this
shenanigans on
dude.
that.
No time to talk. Allah. Listen to this. Watch this. Oh fucking hell, dude! This is crazy. Listen,
We're not making this
you
stuff
are
up here.
now blind for 10 seconds by the hand of God Jesus for not telling the vision. Adios, amigos. Bye bye. See ya.
Sayonara.
You're toast.
Peace out. You're out of here. All right, back to the meat and potatoes. God
Listen,
damn.
dude. Listen, we did it. We did it. We,
We
we,
did
we
it.
got
We
the
did it.
crazy bot Christian accounts to come in and flood the comment section. We did it.
Yeah. You got disconnected because you were listening to Jesus. Yeah, sorry. That's
Holy shit, we did it,
a
dude.
lie.
On the
Mark
last
Holtz over
live
here.
stream of the channel, we got the crazy Christian I don't know, whatever the hell.
Are they
That
that
was
bored right
crazy.
now? Are they that bored? Like, I have nothing to do right now, so let's
This is
harass
the
the
this is the
channel.
this is the shit I'm talking about, man. This is the kind of engagement that I get. It's the maniacs. It's the crazies. It's the people that I don't want. Anyway, they had their little moment, and
Song and dance, yeah, they did what
we'll
they
we'll
did.
clip that. We'll clip that because that's gonna be one for
Yeah.
the archives.
Yeah, no shit. God
But
damn it. Anyways.
anyway, what about that? What about that? I don't know. Where the hell were we? Miracetti, landscapes,
I know great
music
work
in
and
space.
everything she did and has done. All right, so Jesse, who are some
Yes.
artists that motivate and inspire you?
I've been really getting into. Well, I say getting into, but I've been like, I really like this. The person I mentioned before, this Aelfric or Aelfritz. It's Germanic harp music, but it's very traditional. Again, it's not like amp you up, kind of boom, 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 kind of rocking down the road kind of thing. I've been getting also into Hinderfjall because they also do a lot of poetic styles of music. So Hinderfjall has been one that I really like with regards to like the Norse or Germanic style of music. But you know, I'm kind of all over the map when it comes to music. It's just whatever I happen to feel like, you know, listening to at the moment. More of the I guess, you know, like folk music stuff is speaking to me recently because I'm 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 leveraging music and I'm leveraging melody and rhythm in different forms to help with like my mental health. You know what
Of
I'm saying?
course. Absolutely, yeah, I do.
Um, so like I know music is like one of those things for a lot of people where like certain bands or certain projects, they'll say, you saved my life, um, or they, impacted a person at a point in their life that they feel
They help you.
saved them,
Yeah.
from either ending their life themselves or whatever
Just
challenges that they were facing. It was a dark time for them. You know what I'm saying?
it's getting lost in that rabbit hole of self doubt and hardships.
Yeah.
And like I was want to touch on now that we're back on track finally, but again, allow me, if you will, music has always impacted us, and me specifically too. And something I talked about you or talked about recently the other night was music finds us. Sometimes there are some songs that either get stuck in our head for several days. We wonder why. It's my belief, if you will, it gets stuck in our head for a reason. I believe it's a message. Again, going back to Gojira, one song that they did, I shared with you, "The Gift of Guilt," and we have Type of Negative, "Haunted." Then we go to Hailong, Alprahati. If I pronounced that correctly, I probably didn't.
Father Haithir. Yes.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. It's just those songs, those messages come to us. We don't seek them out. Sometimes they come to us, and when it does, it's very meaningful and special.
Yeah, 100%, man. Like I was saying before, that this Elfric artist, man, like apparently they've been doing stuff since like the late 90s.
Really,
Yeah, apparently it's since like 98. And I just discovered them on Bandcamp.
Bandcamp, that's the way to go. By the way,
Yeah, dude.
if
Yeah.
you want to
By the
support
way,
your local artists or any artist for that matter,
yes,
especially
on Band.
Miracetti, Bandcamp is the way to go, without a doubt.
Yeah, I mean
Because
anybody
a
that
lot of
has
the
music,
proceeds goes to them,
for
unlike
sure.
YouTube or Spotify.
Oh yeah, Bandcamp does a thing. It's every Friday of the week. Bandcamp Fridays. Um, Whatever you buy from an artist, all of that money goes to them. So
Exactly.
Bandcamp doesn't take a cut or a percentage if you buy their music on Friday. So Bandcamp Fridays are a thing. They've been a thing, you know. So like when it comes to artists and supporting them, that's one of probably the best ways that I know of that you can digitally support them because they're not being taxed on their art. Um, but like so, Elfrich was an artist that I discovered recently. Like it came to me in a way, and it's really interesting that it's I am pursuing my you know uh I'm pursuing my ancestral ways in Germanic heathenry, and the performer or the artist that touches most closely to that ancestral way is brought to me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's brought into my vision or into my space. So I get that chance to listen to something because we don't know how the ancient Germanic people, how music impacted their life or what it sounded like per se. We know that the poems and the poetic meter in which, like the alliterative meter of poetry and how it was spoken, we know that much. But in terms of a melody or anything that was brought to it, we have to reconstruct it. So, but like what we can reconstruct and come as close as what we think it might sound like when people do stuff like that, like it touches my heart. You know what I mean? It touches a very deep and primal portion of my spirit, to connect in that way. Because I'm like this might be very close to what my ancient ancestors would have heard if given the chance to hear it. You know what I mean? Nothing overproduced. No, no, not mixed and mastered to the high heavens or whatever. Just raw heart,
Organic.
raw drums,
Organic,
raw vocals.
yes.
You don't have to be in key. You don't have to sound like the perfect performer, the perfect you know whatever. It's from the heart. It's from where you're from, and that those songs, those sounds that echo from those places is what really has been kind of brought to me recently.
And with that said, too, off topic but on topic, with all your great understanding and very patient viewers. Thanks in advance, by the way. I go back to a video I've shared and told you about many times, but going back to, again, I keep saying this term, point of origins. We go back to when I first discovered you on YouTube. How to perform a basic heathen ritual. It's funny in a weird way because, like, yes, the audio was outrageous and all that jazz, but the message.
Yeah, I was definitely learning a lot at that time and doing the best that I could with what I had available to me. But when I look back on it, I'm like, ugh, it was rough. It
On
was
the
rough.
opposite side of the spectrum there, I'm like, yes, I was too. I was trying to figure things out, where to go from here. But you, and not only provided my own personal experience, but everyone here who's watching. I'd love to know down in the comment section, when did you find Jesse's channel? Any video in particular? Please let us know. I'm dying to hear it. Again,
Yeah, that's a fun
mine
question.
is, how to perform a basic heathen ritual. But again, that's off topic, but I just want to throw that into the ring here and give, honor, respect, and praise to you.
Well, I appreciate it, man. But yeah, that's a kind of a fun thing. I mean, there's currently we got 7 live viewers spread across 2 different platforms, so
Okay.
not a whole lot. But if you are watching and you want to just drop a comment, where did you first discover Midgard Musings? I guess feel free to chime in if you want to. Patrick found the video that I posted. Gosh, it was. I mean,
I could look it up actually.
2020, probably 2019.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
that.
more than confident it was 2020. Give me a second. I'm gonna look up my library here.
It was like how to perform a basic heathen ritual, and I
Yeah.
did like I redid
6 years
it.
ago. It was 6 years ago. So yeah, it was
2019.
2020, 2019. Yeah,
Yeah,
2019.
yeah.
Yep.
And that's a long time, you know what I mean? Like for people that have either just now discovering this, then that may not know. Like I've been doing this for a hot minute, and I'm going to continue doing what I'm going to do, but it's not going to be in the same fashion as I've been doing it because times change and people have to change, and you're going to see more of what I'm talking about with regards to this on November 1st. I have a video that I'm going to upload on November 1st about this. Chris Miller found me because there was a crossover with Eric Shervin, Eric Wordweaver Shervin, another great influencer in the
Eric.
heathen space
Yeah,
over the
he's a
years.
great guy. Yeah.
And honestly, I don't think I would have pursued Midgard Musings to the extent that I had or have had it not been for Eric. I looked up to Eric, and I still do. I still admire his contributions to online heathenry because that's the extent of which I know him. I do have his number, and like we've connected, we've talked offline very extensively, very very much. But he's a good man. He's a good heathen. And it's interesting that Chris says that my content and his, meaning Eric's, that there was a crossover there. So algorithmically, our content kind of got shared to the same audience, and that's something special for me to think about, because somebody who I had looked up to and admired, and still do to this day, that there was a crossover. because there's a lot out here, folks. I'll just say real quick, when you watch what I have to say on the first, on November 1st, which is Saturday, um, there's a lot out here. There's a lot out here on the internet, and there's a lot outside of the internet, and uh, it's a space to explore, um, and I don't want people to feel restricted in their efforts to explore based off of something that I've ever said or what anybody else has ever said. This is the last live broadcast that I can see happening in the foreseeable future. So if the last thing that I say during a live broadcast is to remind you folks to not let what people on the internet say deter you from your own exploration. Go and wander. You know what I mean? Go and figure it out for yourself. Don't let what I say, don't take what I say, or anybody else for that matter, don't take what anybody else says as a reason to not pursue your own path. Figure it out for yourself. We're in a time and we're in a state of existence for people that needs to happen. You got to figure it out for yourself. And if people are out here being too influential and they have too strong of a voice, and they're quenching that spirit in others to pursue knowledge and to find things, you don't let that happen, people. This is live right now, and I'm telling you, don't let what I say and what anybody else says stop you from pursuing knowledge and figuring it out for yourself. Even if it hurts in the process, even if you get stung, even if you get burned, even if it sucks, learn something from it. Don't let what I say or what anybody else says deter you from pursuing that. Yeah.
And Jesse, I'm really happy we came to this point too, because we may not be on the same boat here. We're on the same ocean. We're sailing
very key
in the same direction, And again, I won't share too much from this point, but I'm right there with you. Sometimes we do get hung up over reactions, participation, and it's my humble opinion that we're doing ourselves a huge disservice and focusing on that. Now, before I continue, our supporters, our friends, our brothers, our lovers, and supporters, again, we love you. We appreciate you. But again, it's our own journey that we're sharing.
Yeah,
you may like it, you may agree with it, you may not. If you don't agree with what I say or what Jesse says, that's fine and dandy. That's the wonderful thing about life. We have our own opinions. Besides the Bible thumpers who made their way in here, I'm not going to go there.
That was wild,
again,
man. It was wild.
Outside that bullshit.
I think Chris was here to watch all that because there's been 7 people that have been like staying by, and maybe they're still out there, but I blocked them from commenting any further. So
they're so bored. I pity them.
They're just stewing in their own swill.
They're in their mama's basement. Waiting for that next batch of cookies to arrive with their little cold glass of milk. I'm just fucking saying that. They're just they're nowhere on our level. Nowhere.
Maybe a fresh batch of Oreos, Patrick.
Oh, you motherfucker! God damn it! You know what? No regrets.
Yeah, man. This has been a lot of fun, dude. We've talked a lot about different things, but music being the central voice or the central sound that resonates. I can't think of a better way to kind of culminate these live streams, at least for the foreseeable future, than by talking about a language that is universal. You don't have to believe the same cultural, religious, whatever spiritual path than what I do, what Patrick does, or whatever. This is a heathen podcast, right? It is that. But the central message, right, is find your own way. If you happen to come across this because of an algorithm, I'm not trying to make people connect to something that they don't feel connected to. But music, that rhythm, that sound, that is, the heartbeat of our shared mother. You know what I mean? That is the voice, and that is the sound of our shared birth giver. We come from the same source, and whatever label you want to put to it, that's limiting. Um, there's something deeper, and there's something greater beyond that. Find that for yourself, whatever it might be, whatever that sounds like, whatever that looks like, and music can help guide you there. Um, the frequency.
The very act of creation of music, and really sit there and think about it, is mind bending. How it started, how music really started. No one can really say, unfortunately. But then going from that point to where we are today is just, again, mind bending.
Yeah,
all the genres, all the creations. I mean, again, I love music in its entirety. We love music in its entirety. There are some genres that I refuse to listen to, like rap, pop, country, hit or miss, what have you. But again, it's that expression. We may not relate to it, but we can at least appreciate it.
Right.
Like, I can't really hate any genres, but there's some songs that I can't stand. But again, music as a whole, besides fire, is one of our most special gifts we've been given. Unlike fire, I like to believe, created music. And again, going back to what we were saying earlier, is like high along. Like, being as Americans, or even in the UK or what have you, we hear songs. Even outside of our country, listen to us as Americans. It goes both ways. Like, we hear music as music. We hear that message without even understanding the lyrics. I find that truly healing and magic in itself. Truly, just absolutely outstanding. I mean, I could talk about it for hours and hours, but just like talking about this topic again, it's just really a really great topic to go on. And before we get off here, again, Jesse, I sent you the videos I did earlier this evening, but I'm very honored. I'm very happy to be part of these podcasts. For better and for worse, like, despite tonight's fuckery with my hearing situation, with my AirPods and hearing aid, I thank you and everyone watching and who has watched for setting aside the time to listen to us, and most importantly, my brother Jesse, John, Adam. Thank you guys very much for joining us. I mean, enough said. As John says, you did the damn work. You showed up.
Exactly,
but also,
man.
It's just, that's what it's all about. It's just the message, our experience, and our journey. And that's what music will always be, part of our journey.
Well said, man. I just have to give you props too, because you were here facing a challenge, facing difficulties with external challenges. You could have bailed, right? That was a choice. You could have been like, I'm done, I'm out, but you didn't. You stuck through it. We stuck through it. We worked through it together, and people got to see it in real time. This is, again, a great way to kind of end the live broadcast for the foreseeable future, is you got to see something happen in real time between two real people who have spent real time together and who have established a relationship with one another, that I'm not going to give up on this, man. I'm going to be here with him to see it through, and he's going to be here to see it through with me because we share in that kinship relationship. He's not going to bail on me. I'm not going to bail on him. We're going to see it through, and it's going to be what it's going to be. If you didn't watch it or you didn't listen through it, whatever, that's cool. That's on you. But I'm not going to let this man tread water. I'm going to tread water right there beside him. I'm going to do what I can to see him through it. You know what I mean? And if you take anything away from all of this tonight, um, take that away. So we've got just a quick comment here. Corey Thomas says, "Looks like I missed a lot. Was on the road from seeing my mother-in-law in hospital on hospice." Corey Thomas, let me just share my condolences for you on that and the fact that you popped in. I'm going through something similar, and I just want to let you know that I'm sorry that you're going through that. That's tough.
And
You
thank
know
you
what I
for
mean?
just by stopping by. Just
But
thank you for
thank you.
taking that time out of your journey, out of this hardship that you're going through. Sorry, Jesse. Just thank
Yeah,
you for taking the time to say that. This
100%.
you can always rewatch this later on, and
Yeah,
just
exactly. You
thank you
can
for making
rewatch
it.
this because it's not going anywhere.
Thank you,
Um,
and I'm sorry in
Dina,
advance.
yeah, absolutely. And Dina says too, I love that we got to see the determination and bond that you share. Guys and gals out here, like it's real. This isn't we don't script these things. It's live. It's
Oh
happening. I'm
no.
not gonna, I'm not some big production that's gonna cut any of this shit out. You saw it. You saw it here first. And if anything that you get to take away from this is that that's what real is. It's not letting your kin, it's not letting your people fall while you're able to, if they stumble, you're there to see them through it. He had to go through what he had to go through. I couldn't fix his technical issues. But damn it, I'm not gonna just be like, well, sorry,
The
Patrick,
fact you
bye.
drew out those
Let's
sides,
carry
like
on
it
with the
just
show, right? The show, but guess what? Like this is part of the show. So it's reality. It's an example, I think, of something that touches on a deeper level. So I don't want to beat the horse to death with it. You saw it, you hear it. Thank you for acknowledging it, Dina. Thank you, Corey, for coming by. And again, my sympathies, my condolences go to you. Please be there with your people. This is a moment in time where they need you more than we do here. So be there with them and be there in love and be there in support. And that's I guess a good message I want to leave people with myself because I don't know when or if these live broadcasts on this platform will continue. It's not going to happen for the foreseeable future. So for you though, for the, you folks that were here, um, what a great way to showcase who I am, what I represent, what I mean, what I say online, what I've said online, the things that I've said, things that I've been criticized for. Um, eh, I'm not just talk, you know what I mean? And on that note, I'll show. Let's see, we got Dina that says, "Thank you for the inspiration tonight. This was an incredibly timely topic. Music is a huge part of my ritual. My cat passed this morning, and I've been mentally preparing to sing for her tonight. Your conversation has helped. It's a tough time for many of us for various reasons, it seems. And I'm sending my love to you all."
I'm so sorry for lost your cat. Anyone who knows me,
Yeah, man.
my friend, at some point tonight, my friend, I will light a candle if you allow me. But thank you, and I'm so sorry for your loss.
It's heavy times, people. Yeah, Dina, for you being here just to share that much and to write that all out, thank you. And again, my condolences as well. And I don't want to take any more time from people for that. So this is going to be us signing off for the night. Let us take our time to heal, to integrate, and to work through all these things. Thank you, Pat. So Dina says, thank you so much. I would love it if you lit a candle. And yes, that's a thing. And we will, in solidarity and in support. And I thank you all, everybody, whether you've commented or not. Your support, your presence, your energy, your love, it does not go unnoticed. You matter. Okay. We've talked a lot about various things that touch our lives in various ways. You matter.
And of course,
and I thank you and I thank you for being here, and thank you, Patrick, as well, for being here. So I'm going to shut up, and I'm going to let Patrick say his parting words before we wrap this whole thing up. So, Patrick, what would you like to leave the people with?
Like I mentioned before, I'm sorry for the interruptions and shenanigans that go with my nature, if you will. But to anyone who's watching and will watch in the future, thank you for supporting this man. Again, by happenstance. As a happy accident. Again, going back to my point, how to perform a basic heathen ritual. From that point on, him and I have established something magnificent. And I hope to inspire you guys as well to do the same. Not by that very nature, but just by being yourselves, engaging, loving, supporting, sitting with us, being with us, much like music. You know what I'm saying? But again, it's been a tremendous honor, Jesse, being part of your podcast, the times that we have. And aside from that, our chats in private and company shared a few times. Just thank everybody for all that you do. And Jesse, you being you, and the amazing man that you are and continue to be.
Thank you, brother.
Stay frosty and shine on, my friends.
Absolutely, everyone. So thank you all for being here on this live stream tonight. You will be able to catch me on the Random Heathen Ramblings podcast wherever you've catched it. I want to say caught it, wherever you've caught it before. So the audio platforms, patreon.com, you see it scrolling down here on the bottom. If you want to watch more things like this, that's going to be the place to do it. Patreon.com/MidgardMusings. When you join at the Carl tier, it is a $1 pledge. You're under no obligation to renew it. It is a pledge of support. It's not a fee that you pay to access anything. It is your choice. It is your voluntary choice to show your support in this way. I have an announcement coming out on Saturday, November 1st at 12 p.m. Central Time, 1 p.m. Eastern, that explains a little bit more on the reasons of things going in this way, but no more live streams for the foreseeable future. The podcast will continue on in a way that is meant to be done in the right way, my right way. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Patrick, again, for being my guest on this auspicious sign-off of our live broadcast. We might see you all again in this way, but until we see each other again, and Patrick, don't you go anywhere. We'll talk a little bit offline. But until we talk to each other again, folks, thank you for your support. May the gods continue to notice you, and may your ancestors smile upon you. Good night.